photo is taken in Rainey's
Alright, it's part 3.
Intelligence
Let's get
Officer
it cracking.
Marcel with the crash materials he misidentified.
If you're a higher up and you see this press release and you're like, what the fucker? What is going on? I gotta go clean this up now?
Yeah.
And I knew that we were, pushing our big weather balloons through that area.
Oh, and I see what you're saying.
I'm like, well, they're not gonna believe me unless I bring in Carl or whatever the guy's name is.
And make him sit next to his mistake.
Bring in the weatherman, bring in the idiot rancher, and kind of rub his nose in it like a...
I think it's hilarious that the officer they sent to go assess the crash, they made him sit and pose with all the materials in the office and the pictures.
You sit here for this photograph. You know that's a weather balloon, you idiot.
The next day, on July 9th, the Roswell Daily Record runs another article with the headline, quote, "Harassed rancher who located saucer, sorry he told about it," end quote, in which Brazel reveals that the supposed alien wreckage was merely, quote, "rubber strips, tinfoil, a rather tough paper, and sticks," end quote, and with Rainey's weather balloon explanation being corroborated by the case's key witness, the world promptly forgets about the Roswell incident.
Dun
For a while. Enter Stanton Friedman in 1978. Friedman was a nuclear physicist and leading UFO researcher. In 1978, Friedman interviewed Jesse Marcel, the then retired intelligence officer from the 509th, who was ordered to go assess the wreckage of the Roswell incident. Marcel would fully reignite the Roswell controversy when he revealed that he still believed the wreckage was definitively not a weather balloon. Here's a quote from Major Marcel in a different interview regarding the metal at the crash site. Quote, "It felt like you had nothing in your hands. It wasn't any thicker than the foil out of a pack of cigarettes. But the thing about it that got me is that you couldn't even bend it. You couldn't dent it. Even a sledgehammer would bounce off of it. I knew that I had never seen anything like that before," end quote. He goes on to say, quote, "It was not anything from this earth. That I'm quite sure of. Being an intelligence officer, I was familiar with just about all materials used in aircraft and or air travel. This was nothing like that. It could not have been," end quote.
That is some funky metal.
I mean, they took a sledgehammer to it.
I like the sound of this metal.
Yeah, it sounds like I want to get my hands on this metal.
I like that he's giving some tactile descriptions here. It's not just something wasn't right.
It would go and shine.
Yeah, he's talking about the weight of it, the feel of it. I like this.
After this admission, Friedman interviewed more witnesses, both civilian and military, and in the end concluded that there had been a massive cover-up of the Roswell incident in 1947.
Dun,
A
dun,
quote,
dun, dun.
"Cosmic Watergate," end quote. A cover-up that allegedly includes details of the crash site, the materials, the possible spacecraft, and even alien bodies found at the scene.
Oh,
And
shit.
with that, let's get into the two main theories. The first theory is that the events at Roswell transpired as reported, and the alien wreck was merely a weather balloon, as stated by the Air Force. When you look at the physical evidence available, this appears to be what happened, though in 1994, the U.S. Air Force released a report admitting that there was, in fact, a cover-up. However, it wasn't a cover-up of extraterrestrials, but instead a cover-up of a top-secret military operation. The report states that the remains found on Foster Ranch in 1947 were indeed the remains of a weather balloon, but not any regular weather balloon. This balloon was part of a then top-secret program called Project Mogul. Project Mogul was conceived of by Dr. Maurice Ewing at Columbia University. He theorized that just as underwater microphones could detect sound waves produced by explosions thousands of miles away, perhaps an airborne monitoring system could do the same. Thus, as fears of nuclear war proliferated after World War II and intensified at the start of the Cold War, the top-secret airborne weather balloons of Project Mogul were launched to detect any nuclear tests carried out by the Soviets.
Boy, that's a big explanation.
Yeah, here's the thing. If people are already on you for a cover-up, I don't think it's a good card to play to be like, well, there was a cover-up.
Right.
That's why we were acting so weird. But it was this, not that. Don't look over there. Look over here. Like the same thing.
Yeah, and
Yes.
also, it's sort of they're trying to have their cake and eat it too by saying there was a cover-up, but it was just a real nice weather balloon, like you've never seen, made out of some real strange metal.
Very shiny.
Oh, it was the shiniest weather balloon you've ever seen.
Project Mogul's balloons were tested out at several locations around the U.S. and in the Pacific, and one of these locations was over New Mexico in the summer of 1947.
Drop my lighter.
Project Mogul.
All right, guys, we're
going
to end this, and we'll be back with part 4
feet long.
of episode number 44 of Don't Just Get Up, Wake Up. In today's topic, we're talking about the Roswell UFO crash landing in 1947. Is it real or fake? All right, y'all. Stay tuned for part 3. Peace.